Okay, welcome back to Pokemon, everyone. Let's continue on with our blessed run on the FireRed, shall we? Oh, what did we do last time? Alright, we're in Suruming Cigarra now. Okay, here we go. If I remember correctly, if this is a new route, right slower. Catch our new friend. I'm excited to see what we're gonna find here. Let's hosting a Kolok. A Wingull. That's kinda disappointing, but like, whatever, right? The ordinary evolve decent. So I thought level the Wingull was a wall that. Oh, it's already sweet boots. Well, I'm feeling really energetic today, Water and Buggy. I'll see the netball here. Feeling really energetic today, I say. Sorry, I just want to keep on streaming. Okay, we're not the Wingull. I'll wait till he's to the name reader and this thing's fully evolved before we give him a nickname. Oh yeah, but we're doing our Zubat one, please. Legolas. They're back when our Misty's like Pokemon, man. I think her highest score is like 25, maybe. So we're gonna have to do some training, I think we go, before we go on site her. Yeah, I think as a Team Rocket guy in town that we might be able to fight, maybe. There's also an item out here and stuff that we can get. Oh wait, Al's get me out of here. It is item like hidden over here, I think, somewhere. Yeah, there we go, it's voice band. What is this? Powers of one modes, which becomes the only usable one. That's an interesting item though, I don't think I'm ever gonna use that. Hey, where should we do our grinding? Let's work our way up to the top here, I think. Oh, and then there's a rival fight here, isn't there? Let's wait on that, I think, until we have at least 3 strong Pokemon. We have 2 at the moment, so having 3, I think, would be really helpful when they were weak. Yes, just keep on grinding it out, it'll take no time anyway, because I have this lucky egg from the start. Yeah, I get so much experience, it's kinda ridiculous. What is it? Slurmish. It's probably better than hay or smog, right? Yes, definitely better than smog at least. Oh boy. There we go. What other Zubat was that? Very easy. I might be able to start like fast forwarding now that we're at this point, I think. So we can really grind things out faster. But I don't like to do that though, because when I start to fast forward, like, I usually end up losing a Pokemon. So go nice and slow, I think. Cyndaquil, whoa, I wish I got you. I'd rather have this guy in my party than that Wingull. Would raise more chances for like all the good Pokemon. We would have a catch roaming all pain the north part, I think. Get past Nugget Bridge and all that. Oh, did I playing on or change my title? Yeah, I forgot about this. We're not playing Rimbro anymore. It's a bit inappropriate, maybe. I mean, this is 18 plus channel, well, whatever, right? Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, I don't like the Pokemon stands. I like that sort of like talk very much at all. I mean, with like the but there's a pouring a lot of signs and the carnivore fans, maybe they'd be up to with that. Should we do the rival fight now? I'm getting impatient again. I feel like we're really strong anyway. What was his starter? I don't want to know when Gary's start on wise. Like, what was it? Where is that Pokemon he started with? I don't think he was anything too dangerous, so let's just come fight him right now. 3 is always better experience anyway. Hey, let's try this out. Hopefully it goes well. Now a kid. He's a bit strong and close as a baby. But tell him down. Well, why this isn't soon bad. Let's set out the Bayleaf in that case. Yeah, that Thunder Punch might have killed my, what do you call it, my guy. Nice loop back. We don't want him to die. Oh god, he might have to go to sleep, the sour kid. Go to sleep. And please don't ever wake up again, my already so late. So that 3-strong Pokemon idea, I like that good like thing to do, I think. Yeah, I do not. I have the no healing and Valor roll on. Oh, that was lucky. I'm glad I kept doing the pursuit. Make the mites. While I do sheer. Should I go to sleep? I see. Oh my god, Iron Boy started was now. I think it was this Magnemite. I brought Unleash against this with everything. Come on, Froggersy. Oh my oh no. How do you have Arena? Oh, my Bayleaf is gonna die. Oh my god, it's so unfortunate. It got to a bad start today, I think. My patience is already costing me one of my Pokemon. Oh, I always forget about those moves like Arena Trap and stuff. I can't believe I lost that. I thought it was all safe too, but I just like totally lost that. Well, this is only make my second attempt. I think like it's going okay. Yeah, I'm still very good at this like Nuzlocke stuff anyway. So it's like totally fine, I think. I'm really like the embodiment of like the bimbo airhead art. I've been doing stuff like this. And look like this too. Anyway, like we're blasting to the rest of his Pokemon. Like this isn't such a big deal. It is a little dangerous though. Had a burst sign. Yeah, I might like not do like a nugget bridge, just like further away though. Maybe I will actually do some grinding out in the grass, like a maybe. If you just switch out to Zubat here, you watch them do some bear mix, so it'll be useful. It's a good thing I did too. I did like a lot of damage. Come on, Zubat, you can do it. Oh, you can't do it. Oh, this is quite bad. I don't want to lose my Froggers. I will do anything the sheep will send. Oh, too bad. Oops. I'm really should have been more careful, I think. Still more grinding, I guess. Yeah, that Mucky Egg is making me, like, way too confident, I think. This thing really is a dull-like sword. I think we're gonna, like, work on our sword now. We're trying to get this one leveled up as soon as possible. So it can, like, evolve, and hopefully it'll become something cool. something cold and make up for all the mistakes I've made today. I can't believe that. Oh, more in the graveyard, I guess. Yo, you're plenty chances to catch some nude friends anyway. I'll say go. It was nice knowing you, Baileys. And you choose that. And bye for Ed with it. Okay, let's do some like actual work here instead of trying to skip all of it. Okay, I hope there's no more brain traps in here. It would be very bad. All bells. This is like Steam on Psychic. Let's get the Frobbers out there. Easy out. This is the only Pokemon I have left. Yeah, you like strong one. You have to be very careful from now on, I think. I am probably not gonna challenge like Misty only with young Pokemon. So try to get the 3 strong Pokemon again. That's what I've been doing at least. Oh, but these are so low level. This is the worst part about the older games is it takes so long to level up your Pokemon. Yeah, this is like a level 25 game and they're giving me level 8s to fight. This is very difficult actually. Oh my god, driving right clubs, forget that. This isn't a difficult game anymore. I think I just broke the game with this wood move. This is so strong. Oh, it always does 40 HP in every hit. Do we test it? No, it's gonna be too slow still. Whisperers are probably very fast anyway. Maybe I should now I want to speed things up. No point getting impatient. I'll take it nice and slow so I don't lose anyone else. Oh, I'll nerf all my cards. This better words. Oh, I wasn't serious Pokemon today. Oh, thank god. Okay, that makes me a bit more confident using a Zero though. So yeah, don't have me berries. I think I used like the citrus berry I had. At least the Zero should be fine on his own. You know that now. But the Snowball shouldn't have less than 40 HP. So we should be okay, I think. Especially as our speed goes out. But it's only a 9 right now. This is only a baby Pokemon after all. Yeah, well it should be able to like power through all these things anyway. It's a good thing that failed. One level should get the Zero up to the thing before we switch out to the Wingull. Copy like level 15, I think. The silver room there, maybe. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna rid of that little town and through all these guys. I know people wait this type of game, by the way. This type is strong now. When we play games like this. I hope it's enjoyable. I know I can't have any music on stuff, but I hope that's okay. Yeah, I have a lot of fun playing this too, so I think it's like a lot of fun. Oh, not all my stocks fun anymore. I forgot it was a fight. I forgot that his Zero isn't a water Pokemon. So why am I so bad at this? I remember what I was saying about the bimbo air tags and again earlier. Oh, I see. You'll like that word now. Well, I'm an erudite at least. Well, whatever. This is what is happening. This is where we are right now. We have to carry another friend to the graveyard, I think. I'll get better at these later as I do more of them, I say. And I'm definitely adding more Nuzlocke stuff. But oh god, though, like, this is kind of like embarrassing, though. I'm glad that maybe I'm like such a small streamer for once. Well, this is one of those times I'm glad to act a lot of people around like last at me installed. What? I'm just gonna do another British like the blast run is turned to a cursed run. And so my fault, so we're gonna like blow through this I think. Or do some riskier plays to try to get like the most experience having this as we can. We got the shallow bells, I think we'll be okay. And the Trotters is like so strong too, I'm sure we'll be fine. I believe it rings. Sorry about that. Overall carry. Yeah, this is built I should have come here instead of like trying to like do that for ass. Like I'm actually thinking what I'm doing here. Yeah, but I have a serious case of streamer burn and I think why I play games like this. As I totally didn't recognize the Nakuhita for what it was at the fighting time. I didn't even realize what was sent out to be honest, so I kinda just thought it was going along with what was happening, I think. That's totally not thinking at all, I think. Yeah, not so old, Michael, and not who it is. A reminder of our failures. Old has Dragon Reach too. What a great Pokemon that Azura would have been if only she had survived. Blistroville Wingo or Politoed, so it's more than good enough, I think. Just gonna heal up and then get back on the bridge, I think. Did an arena trap though, I might be like scooping it. I mean, we can't even fight the snowballs in the grass, I think, with this one goal, so it might be in trouble. But yeah, we're gonna do the risky place for the most experience, I think. We have our team catches coming up right ahead, I'd say. I wanna be very careful with those catches, by the way. I don't want anything bad to happen to them. Your friends are not tools, they are not to be used as weapons of war. This is what Hokamai's taught me at least. Yet you don't like to use or abuse your friends. You gotta treat them as friends and be nice to them. Or else they'll get really mad at you and betray you one day. I'm sure that was a Pokemon storyline at one point in like the anime or something. I mean, why wouldn't it be? Well, hopefully this thing that I do where I take or do a morning stream and then another stream after it by a lot, this might be some regular thing. Let's see though. I don't want to see this. Sorry, I usually have my viewers off. Yeah, everything about it, I think. I don't like to see how many viewers I have. Okay. Team 9, nice. Must say this lava disc is going out. What does Endeavor even do? Oh, I distracted myself again. Oops. Well, it's dead either way, I guess, so that's nice. Stay, no clad one. I think we just continue on, so let's keep on going. I think there are 5 trainers on this bridge, I think. Yeah, there must be. And then we get like the Team Rocket die at the end, I think. So there's maybe like 6 in total. That double take is kind of like deadly a little bit. I don't like those multi-hit moves. Because like they hit you a bunch of times and any one of them can crit. They're really kind of scary actually. After this, I think we'll have to go back to the Pokemon Center on Hilo. Then Algebra. Really bet this has some stupid moves like my son. What is that move? That electric ball. I don't even know what it's called. So that is stupid move, alright. And stupid means just let it hit greens. Well, what am I doing? This is so embarrassing. On and on, so on. There are some getting so nervous too. Honey, just try to calm down, Pierce. Everyone is dead. It's okay. I'm not bad at this game, I promise. Oh my god, I swear I'm bad at this game level. It's okay, like, I'm sure our brands not here for the gameplay, are they? Do we say hold that? This is only make my second attempt at a Nuzlocke like ever, nice, so yeah, I'm not very good for sure. I do have fun though, and that's what's important, I think. Oh, I really know the catch. Let's just keep on going at. You know what I should have done? I should have just used Froppers on all these Tyrannosaurs and focused and leveled him up at Seder while spoiling the experience. I think that would have been better for me, actually. Oh, it doesn't matter now, because he used all the experience anyway. The little Volcakes. I always liked this Pokemon. And Ninetales too, or that Ninetales was really cool. I definitely liked her more than Arcanine for sure. I mean, Arcanine is kind of cool though too. I mean, they use like the only basic Pokemon that's also called Legendary, I think. He's not that legendary, but they call him a legendary Pokemon. I don't even know how that works, but like apparently Arcanine is like a legendary Pokemon. What to do? I don't decide it will be very dangerous, so let's just keep pounding away at him with a bullet beam. Fly-ish through him anyway. This next wild call should... yeah, there he goes. I'll vote heal after this. And then we'll fight the Team Rocket by the end. I want to be absolutely sure like I'm on full health here for this. Yeah, we do have the one Pokemon against Slide, totally 3 with 4 maybe. But you gotta be extra careful, I think, especially after I lost everyone else. Okay, here we go. Let's see if the Team Rocket die has. Please forget what everyone else has. I don't think it'll be that dangerous. Do I want to join Team Rocket? Lol way. this Tennessee with the Numa. I love the Numa so hot. I really don't know why but I like this Pokemon. He's still one of my favorites. I don't know why, but there's just something about him that speaks to my soul, I think. Yeah, that was no problem. At least this Pokemon is strong, right? It can, like, totally compensate for my, like, air-headedness. And forgetfulness and all of that. What do we need the one Pokemon anyway? And we kinda toss, it's like we end up at the Elite Four and we only have the Ponytail. I'd be very embarrassed if that happened, because there'd be, like, no way to sprint. We're gonna go wind. Yeah, live to win. We're gonna do it for sure. I'm gonna do everything I can from now on to make sure that this blessed run makes it all the way. 100%. I'm not gonna squander that and let all my friends die again. Don't clip that though. Because knowing me, if something isn't wrong with Alan. Okay, let's see here. New friend is a Caterpie. Well, let me see here. What does aromatherapy do? Soothing scent to release status problems. I guess we'll just try to can his only Caterpie should be like easy. Dude, we don't even need the hearted icing to catch this thing. And the good news is that after one level lap, it's gonna like evolve straight away. And because this was a randomizer round, it can literally evolve into anything. Like last time we had, what do you call it? We had a Pokemon like evolve into a Squirtle and then into a Bayleaf, so it could literally like become anything. We're not like stuck with a Butterfree. Let's see what this turns into. Then excited again. Let's train it all go right away and see what it will turn into. Hopefully without the Hamward Arena traps, I will be very upset if that happens. So I think the Caterpie didn't have Arena trap. Running Caterpie versus Caterpie. Honestly, either one could win in that fight. But yeah, I don't wanna like, I wanna make sure this Caterpie survives when the others didn't. Blared. This card is dangerous. I know that has a fight critical hit ratio, so line be careful with Surskis, I think. If they were one more sight in the cavern to level up, maybe. I'm excited to see what it'll turn into so short. The most exciting part of doing a randomizer Nuzlocke, I think, is the evolutions. And the difficulty, I think, too. Because just like the randomness and like how anything could happen really makes the scene interesting, I think. I'll execute. This might be a bit difficult, actually. Did I not put the shell bell on by... I might have forgotten to put the shell bell back on my Ponytail. No, that's why he's like so hurt. But anyway, I'm gonna see what we got here. Level 8 Caterpie. Here we go, it's evolving. Oh, I'm excited. Let's see what it turns into. Is that a Magmar? Oh my god, that's amazing. Well, I've been waiting for a fire-type cells forever. There we go, Magmar. Not too bad. Let's see what he has here. Army Bird, that's pretty good. Wait else, oh, Explosion. Cotton Knolls had explosion. Why are you shed more waste in this area? Okay, so apparently like exploding caterpies bleeding in the grass. Yeah, I definitely don't want to like spend any more time here now that I know that. So Sean, where do we go? Is there a limit trap on the left crest here though? We knew it is take our chances with the exploding caterpies. Oh, let's hope it works out. Guess we have 2 Pokemon now. We're back up from 1. And if I do this right, we'll actually be able to keep him. Alright, now what do I do here? Do I continue on to the right and fight the trainers, or do I like hang out in the grass here? I'll do the grass for a bit. At least until the maid mark to trade for itself. It doesn't even have any fireman clothes. I don't think Weather Ball do anything. So let's do a swatting thing for a bit, I think. I'm starting to feel a bit tired, actually. Or something DC, I thought I was seeming fine. Yeah, might need to look calm down a bit here, not talk as much as I have been. I think I've been a little overexcited, maybe. Okay, let's try the spider win. Oh, that's not an attack move, is it? Oops, I didn't know that. Well, we know now, I guess. I definitely want to do more of these like double streams in the future. Or I do wait. 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, maybe. Or maybe I could just stay on Malavani while I town my lunch. I could do that too. I think that's actually probably better for stream. Yeah, we're gonna be online my cold day starting next week, probably anywhere. I'm gonna be wanting to do that at least. So when I made decision 2, I said. So I know I said I was 1 map to Twitch. I don't think I'm going to be doing that after all. Yeah, I'll focus on growing my audience here and like... If the Twitch people aren't here already, I don't think they're ever gonna come. Even for someone like me. Even so, for someone as like beautiful as me, I don't think they'll like come just for me. Still, wishing time guard light. I'll wait for this to transform first. Oh, does it not transform? Anyway, yeah. So I'm still gonna be playing Minecraft tomorrow, I think. Now we're gonna be doing all the mods tomorrow, I think. All the mods 9, like a new version. It's a new version that apparently I didn't know this last time. So we're gonna have to like restart everything, it seems. I mean, that's fine though. I was kinda like at a point where I was getting like stuck to all the mods I had anyway. Triad or raising Bubble Bean again. Okay. But yeah, tomorrow's gonna be fun, I think. If for some reason I ever want to be on Twitch, it might be for like multiplayer games. If I ever want to play, do like a community server maybe on over there, but for the most part I want to be sure. Yeah, I don't care if like the humanity is super small or like my chat is like super quiet or whatever. This is where I want to be. This is where I want to focus on at least. Yeah, even as like the people here are super quiet or whatever, and that's fine. Like, where are we gonna go from here anyways? Both the website and my channel. Like, I'm pretty certain I'll be getting my 3D model, my first, like, proper model next month, so I'm excited for that. Okay, we have another catch here. Let's use a potion on Froggers here. Just in case there's, like, exploding Metapons in this grass, too. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh my god. Now, Feebas, really? Oh, this turns into... Now, there's no Milotics in 41. That's a good thing that missed 2. Well, let's chill with, I think. So, yeah, we want to catch them, not, like, destroy them. The Seabass, that'll be so hard to level up. It's so hard to evolve after. Well, now we have to make this thing beautiful so it'll evolve like as beautiful as it can be. Going to males? Does that work with males? 10, like, males can only be female? Do I like getting really screwed with that? I hope not. I'm not really sure how the Pokemon works, but hopefully it can still evolve as a male. Gender-specific evolutions. That's like terrible for Nuzlocke. Oh wait, don't I have a Pokemon in here? I held to cast for, never mind. Yeah, that guy looks like a wiener. I don't want him in my party. Ah, the ice cream cone on the best of days, maybe. Anyway. Let's keep on going. I feel kind of weird I was saying things like that. Mostly because these are going up on YouTube. It's kind of like embarrassing me. There may be a little bit, but like... Yeah, I know the community here doesn't mind it, I think. Yeah, I think they would expect it anyway. Oops, I guess I didn't fight this guy. Or fighting him now, looks like. Spoiling, it's not too bad. Let's get tough Froggers out here. Okay, go to Spoil. And of Dratini. Okay, we know what we're up against. I don't know what abilities that Dratini has. Cool. Pokemon is not too bad, but it's like pretty reached even for as a dragon Pokemon, so I think we'll be alright. Well, 10-man Mard. Here, we'll do the swap thing again, and I think even if even if it has a bringing a trap, I think it will be okay. Oh, Dratini is one of my favorites too, I think. I always loved Dragon Idol on. I loved my favorite Pokemon from like the first 3 cans, I feel like. Yeah, after like in 4, the Pokemon designs really sell off what she likes. I mean, there is a Pylum Garbage and like that actual Flamingo Pokemon. Yeah, and like the key Pokemon is literally just a key ring. And that's like the laziest Pokemon design like in the world. But the actual Summoning Ghost and how I try to think that has to be the laziest one. Well, even someone like me could like design a better Pokemon, to be honest. No, for some reason AI ever gets good enough to do this, to make games for you. How much effort? Maybe I'll make my own Beamon Bear Pokemons. Me and a million other people I get. But I won't be the only person doing something like that. Okay, let's switch out. Slowpokes are kinda tough. least we got like some stronger like Pokemon hater. Yeah, I've been really holidating like fighting those level 8s up until now. Yeah, the Frothers could handle like a level 14 no problem anyway. Even if it's out their water type is still like no issue. You know, if I do anything on Twitch, it might be something like this. Because the more cat-mom, the many doing casual games all the time, I think. I could stick that randomly. I used to have something in my brain that remembered that being there. Anyway, like... You have to talk about other platforms, I think. Still, I have no idea when we're in super energetic state. It's a little bit emotional too, maybe. My Titano would go a little... I'd say kinda got actually a little bit upset after like my Runeblend colony failed. Yeah, like the colony I was doing kinda failed today. Maybe it didn't fail, but honestly it was like gonna happen anyway. I didn't feel like continuing with it. Yeah, that game is like... Oh my god, I'm not kidding. This might be a bit hard. I know, but the froggeries at all, of course. Like, this girl can take down anyone. What was I talking about before, though? I'm not sure, I totally forgot my face. Oh yeah, the Rimworld thing. Anyway, I think next time we do Rimworld might be on Monday. So I might do another call. I might start up another colony on Monday. Just not with like medieval mods along with maybe. My current plan is to do like a nudist colony with cat girls. I think that'll be a lot of fun. So do like a feral cat girl tribe of like nudists. Well, they won't all be girls this time. That trouble, the biggest problem we had was our demon girls was breeding because they grew all girls. Yeah, we had to rely on like other gene pools, and I didn't really like that so much. Get a bunch of hybrids running around when all I wanted was pure Capines. Capine was like the custom race I made for that stand, by the way. Yeah, after they all died, they're kind of upset, and I realized that I wouldn't be able to complete my goal after all. We'll have a new goal and a new colony next time, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. There's Orbeez hoops. It's gonna be something cute, right? Yeah, I think maybe I've only got an hour or two in me of energy. It's starting to feel a little bit relaxed. Not that like maybe I don't have it in me. Well, surely best go with Ninja started up again. Yeah, I haven't met any of the night people here any either. Not that many at least. I hope this might be more closer, but maybe not. How do they got to sing about like popularity and viewers all that stuff for much longer though? I think I'll be able to do whatever I want once Cake finally rolls out their creative hub then. The trader program seems to be big on the wall. I don't expect it to be ready until next year, but... Yeah, I want to build up my audience here for showing preparations for that. What I really like to do is like a dangerous grind for like a verified. I do a constant streams like until we can like achieve rat goal. It's gonna be pretty tough though. It might be impossible actually because of like my health and stuff, so I'm gonna take it nice and slow, I think. Yeah, don't want to overwork myself and end up not sleeping for a little week again. Not sleeping very well for a week, rather. Well, once I was up for like 2 days stream, I was actually having like auditory. Oh, hi. Hi, Hazel, welcome. I hope you enjoy the Pokemon streams, welcome. Now we're doing a Pokemon Randomizer Nuzlocke. I'm doing well, thank you for asking. I hope you're having good days as well. On the ways. If I have like lost a lot of my Pokemon. Still, we only have 3 left. I think I put my service Fortin in the graveyard before Tommy here. We still have our like blessed start. Oh my god. That was a fire type versus a water type. Oops. Now that we have the Feebas and like the Politoedlas. Where my friend has some cannon about. Technically, I guess I should say Unthrown the Void, but honestly, like, to speak out of character a little bit, I had some Canova. But God, the make more is dead. Okay, so we have to... Do we even want to do this? I'll just give the lucky 8 to this Politoed, I guess. This is the only Pokemon we can really rely on. Okay, here it goes. We have lost pretty much everyone. I feel like I'm doing so terribly, but like as long as we have this one Pokemon, I think we'll be okay. Okay, it just killed itself. That shield's pretty good. A Larvitar. I really should be paying more attention. I can't believe I lost my Maker like that. Oh, I got a little distracted, I guess. Yeah, I didn't even notice that I was a fart type up against a water type. I really do need to be paying more attention, I think. Fine, cool. What is this? This is just a bog type, I think. So it's not like a rock or anything. You know, talking about lazy Pokemon designs, I guess the actual Pinecone is kind of lazy. It like evolves into something unique, so I guess he gets a pass. I'm like the Peachone and like the Flamingo and that other like the pile of garbage Pokemon. The literal like garbage bag. Yeah, Pinecone is definitely like a better design than those other ones, I think. Okay, we have to bury another's friend, I think. Oh god, well, it was nice knowing you made more. I got remake style of 7 Pokemon in the death box. No, by dogs. That was my kick, though. I find well. Guess kind of quiet around here, but for the most part, I think the stream's gone really well. I have a lot of sun here, I think. I were to complain about anything, is that the site is just too small at the moment. But other than that, I really need a weight chair. Don't check. Oops, I should have gone down a bit there. Maybe I should have like drawn him out so I can get that item without needing Todd. Oh well. You Yeah, I really like this site, especially compared to Twitch. At least as a viewer, it's much better, I think. I'm not sure using mobile, of course, that's something they still have to work on, but other than that, I think my base experience here is really nice. Yeah, I don't wish like 7TD worked with Firefox here, though. And the amount that anyone really uses it here anyway, bad bites. And it'd be nice to see some more emotes like slow down the chat anyway. I forgot what I was talking about a little bit. Crap ins. You know, I really like to thrive on the Fireballs into that. But a ground dragon Pokemon, this always just like a really cool idea. I always thought the Flydon looked really cool too. Like, it's definitely one of my favorites for sure. Yeah, whenever I play Pokemon Ruby, I always make sure like to have a Flygon in my party like 100%. This thing is gonna be like level 100 before we get to like the Elite Four, isn't it? I feel like the only Pokemon we can really rely on is our like Toad here. Yeah, he is getting like way too strong. All I really need is like an experienced there. So, but if Misty is like an electric gym, I think we're just dead. Generally, back after restart if like Misty only has electric Pokemon. What is something I can have it in like this randomizer, by the way? Oh yeah, this says Bill, right? Isn't he supposed to be a Rhydon? Why is he called Fairling? Anyway, let's get him out of that Pokemon body. And there he is, a normal human being again. Not of the land trapped in like tiny pink Pokemon's body. Yeah, but what do I guess her string and BSS to cute? I remember. Well, I guess the only thing much to do is to fight Misty, right? Please don't be an electric again. Okay, all we have so Pokemon are the Seabass and the cast form in the pacing. So we try to after a while on like the Polytoad alone, I guess. Do I stream daily? Yes, I do. I'm on here every day starting at 11 AM my time. You can check my Twitter for my schedule. I try to post like every week. Let's just get in there and fight her, I guess. I know my schedule currently says I'll be on Twitch tomorrow, but that's a lie. I think I'll be here again tomorrow. My voice is very courteous, thank you very much. Hi, appreciate Brow. Yeah, I worked hard on it, so I'm glad to hear it. And those is this might be a water or a dark again? I hope it's a dark temper, honestly, because like a mirror match might be kind of tough online like Polytoad here. Oh, this is a dark team, that's interesting. There we go. This'll be easy after all. Yeah, we'll have some more chances to catch Pokemon after Misty. I'm very confident that we're gonna beat Buddha now. Yeah, so far we have like lots of Houndours and stuff. Maybe a Sableye, but like... So the Mage Slurp I think didn't have much Houndours because there aren't that many dark Pokemon in this game yet. What games do I play most? That's a good question. Let's see here, I think I play RimWorld like a lot. Starting next week, I'm gonna be trying World of Warcraft like the old MMO, classic WoW a lot. So on Thursday, the hardcore mode releases for that game, so I'm really going hard on that. For now, I'm just like playing other games until then though. I do think of myself as a variety streamer, so I play like a bunch of games really. Right now I'm on RimWorld, like Minecraft and Pokemon. So I'm playing some really casual games at the moment. Wow, this was like super easy. I render in like the base game that Misty is like one of the harder games, but this has been like super easy. During this, like Politoad is like super overpowered, I feel like. There it goes. Yeah, that, oh my god, that was huge attacks. Oh my god, that was so much experience. It wasn't too bad at all. Just... Artie and I made that look easy. Upper, let's get out of here right down in Serene City, I think. Where you get taught though, which I never remember this. It might be in this city somewhere. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to everyone just to make sure I'm not missing any trained. Yeah, but once Starfield comes out next month, I say turn to go hard on that too. So wait... Wait, what is this? Do I have a ropes for a cute guitar? I had a Kermia once, but no ropes, unfortunately. But yeah, once Starfield comes out next month, I have been playing that a lot. But for now, we're kind of just waiting until more games come out, I think. Or this is a big mess. We're playing with we play very casual games here at the moment. Are kind of like on harder end of that recently. Yeah, it's been working out like pretty well so far, I feel like. It's been enjoyable for me at least, and I hope the audience like enjoys it too. But Minecraft is a very popular game, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, pretty much everyone has played Minecraft at one point. Like, before Fortnite came on, I think Minecraft was like the most popular game in Overnight. And honestly, it could still be that. Like, it definitely has more staying power than Fortnite, I feel like. Anyway, we got this tea in then. We beat the rocket tie-in, 10 occurred though. We'll go back to the Pokemon Center, I guess, and then get back out there again. Okay. I did take a little break from Mantas for a while. But we'll be trying back to it tomorrow, I'd say, with all the mods like. I was using like an outdated version of that mod pack, which I didn't realize, so I kinda have to start all over again. I'm kinda looking forward to it too, since like the early game of Minecraft is something I really enjoy. Okay, here we go, rock slide. There's not a running for this are really good tags. This might be with art though. Yeah, where it is like 4 times effective against it, this is gonna be hard to catch. We're just gonna keep throwing balls and hope that we get it. This might take a while maybe. I do not want to kill this thing. We really need it, like, really badly. Come on, you can do it. Oh, just about. And I have a Discord, yes. It's somewhere around here. You should be able to find it. Where is that take? I think it's just under the stream. It's in there somewhere at least. I don't know if you can see it on the gold, but I can do. Oh, I know. Sorry for being forgetful. There's the command for it. So here's my Discord if anyone who's interested in joining. Yeah, there we go. That's what you do as a streamer, right? Oh my god, I'm gonna run out of balls here. We have to take a risk, I think. Let's say the whirlpool doesn't kill him. Come on, Discord, and let's chat. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. It makes me very happy to hear that. Like, right long out, like anyone to talk to, so I very much appreciate. I need ammo, no breaks. Yeah, I'm trying to be open and making friends at least, but yeah, I don't know how good I am at it. But I absolutely appreciate the opportunity. Oh my god, man, the horse I do bring. Twin in the heel. Is that what I wanted to do? Oh, sorry, when I get excited, I kind of forget what I'm doing. Let me try and calm down here. I sent a request, kindly accept it. Can I ask something? Well, this is gonna sound kind of mean maybe, but why do you want to be friends with me? I'm a bit wary because there are a lot of, like, art people trying to sell thingies on this site. So if you're trying to sell me something, I don't want it. So excuse me for being, like, super careful, but, like, I have no money to spend. So I'm not interested in that kind of relationship, but if you want to be friends, I'm 100% for it. I hope that's okay. Let's try to get to the next, like, zone. I'll take a look at that after the stream, though, okay? Yeah, let's go to the next, like, area and try to get another Pokemon. Bust whether we're all need balls. I almost completely forgot. Though it would have been, like, embarrassing if we found our next cat, so I didn't have any balls for it. Then I really would, like, live up to my reputation as an airhead, I think. Anyways, how many balls do I need? Let's turn 25. We've got antidotes. We have some repels while we're at it. Super potions. I think we'll get more value out of the regular potions, so we'll get these instead. Alright, now let's come on to next year. We have to get that ball, or the Pokemon rather. Chinese. Wonder what we're gonna get next. I said Myra, come, don't be pushy, please. I'm in the middle of the stream. Like, that's not a very friendly thing to do, to be honest. So I'm happy to be friends with anyone. Cause I won't be like bullied into it. I'm gonna try to worry you about the people on the side. I hope you understand, cause it's like a lot of art sellers and things. Like, yeah, that sort of like pushiness makes me a bit uncomfortable. So tunnel, well, I'm just trying to focus on the danger, alright? I'll think about that after the stream. I hope that's okay. Thunder, oh my god, why is like a water Pokemon have that? Jay, this room can't listen. The Colorado doesn't have low, but it's still a very good Pokemon. Has a lot of attack at least. There we go. I should have David and Nick's name. Oh well. Look, as this guy doesn't evolve. Ops attack of suffering, yet has a lot of attack to moves. Yeah, this is gonna be great. I'm very happy with this cat. From a little bit hurt though, so I have to go back to town again. Yeah, I don't like going to any fight while I'm paralyzed. There's one thing I should have bought, I guess, is more paralyzed heals. Oh well, when we get the Celadon, we can get a bunch of full heals at the mall, I think. So we won't have to worry about that for much longer, I think. Especially as I get more money from fighting these like stronger trainers, like we'll be able to afford whenever we eat. Okay, let's get back out there. I think we can make our way to, what do you call it? Vermilion City, no problem today. Let's give her the lucky egg to Carvana here. Oh, and the shell bell to our Polytone. Loud as forgot again. Which if we really have water-type Pokemon. I mean, what do you bet Lieutenant Cirque is like an actual electric trainer? If he is, then well, I think we're just dead. Because there's no way I can fight against that. A grass trainer would be pretty bad too. Oh, I really miss my Magmar. I wish he hadn't died. I should have been more careful with him, to be honest. Parts. As us blast through this thing. There were a Pichu. Send him to Carvana. Tell him that Pichu has the worst stats on every Pokemon in the game. This I don't mind that this is a bad match for me. It should be no problem. Yeah, there we go. Cool. I think you have a fire month. Now we have Fire Blast for some reason. There we are. Let's keep on going. That went well, I think. All touring. We should just have Carvana out in front. I think he can handle himself. At least feels like it can. He's very strong. I feel like he can overcome the Pokemon in this area like no problem. Believe you all, especially when you have guys like this coming out. Oh my god, low chip kinda hurts. But Fire Blast hurts way more. Charmander. What do we do here? Let's just switch out to the Politoed again. There we go. Once we're done, we'll use the potion on the Carvana, I think. It will shield her up and get ready for the next fight. Oh, this was such a good catch for Carvana. I'm very happy with it. Where's the medicine orchid? Oh, it's just with the rest of the stuff I see. Where's the potions? Early on? No, one of the good things about the more recent games, I guess, is that they separate the medicine items from like the rest of the stuff. Again, you have such limited bag space in these old games too. It is already a good idea for them to do well, I think. We don't have any water moves as a water Pokemon, unfortunately, so I'll have to switch over. There we are. On to the next cave. Steal with money from these chariots. Yes, bully them out of their money, which for sure. Poison Garrus is and missed. I have some antidotes, but that'll be kind of annoying me for the poison, I think. Another Nidoran, that's interesting. Oh, now I'm blind, that's a Whisper. Okay, Spinugle's up next. Just go by those Pokemon I always thought was like a new Pokemon. Like, I don't take the Smeargles very seriously. When I start using Bullet Seed on you, maybe some I take them seriously though. So I'm like kinda scared of that now. I do not like those multiple hit moves at all. This grudge though, what happened? Thank God, so there was an EQ Waspel, but it only made me lose my PP. Battle boys. Yeah, having like a small PP or no PP is no problem at all. We can live without that, I think. Well, this is actually Jake. We'll save that to your wife when we know we have a Pokemon looking fit. So let's keep on going. Spearow, here we have Thunder. I see how that goes. Fire doesn't do, oops. How was I supposed to know that had a Mox Punch though? No Ghost first. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this game, I swear. I'm so upset at myself. Oh, back to Froggers, I guess. Yeah, this is the only Pokemon we can rely on, I guess. Our one and only true love, our only friend. The only one we should believe in. Dog. Also after the Pokemon City of Another Lake Burial. Island Death Box is becoming so full. Once we get that experience, I don't think it's ever gonna happen again. I'll have strong Pokemon for store right after the at least I hope so. Anyways, into the death box. The secret town is short off too, I guess. I don't know if I lost True Curly is, some Baileys, the Zubat is all my aunt. This is why the monument to my own mistakes. Boss, we're not so up anymore. I'll be very embarrassed if this gets any more full. There is something cool we can do here though. Like we can get a fishing rod out of right here. And we can start by getting some new like Pokemon in. So we could fish in the cities and get some new friends. Oh, and by Bill's place too, Muso can have potentially 3 new friends. Unless like our Strat Rock folk long tongues out again. Anyway, let's see what we get. We need your upsizing, it's like super bad. As lots of catches are in Vermilion though, so I think we'll have no problem like finding new friends. But oh my god, this is one of my favorite Pokemon. He's so adorable. Oh, I just love him so much. I'm really happy also. Yeah, I used to like imitate this guy's cry too. Like the noise he makes like all the time. The one with Nubo. And you guess why 3rd generation is my favorite generation of Pokemon? It's because of this guy and Nubo. I don't know why those are like my favorites, but I just like them so much. Favorite by all-time favorite has to be Snorlax for sure. I don't know what that says about me, but I'm sure it says something about my personality. Anyway, we go on up, no problem. Kinda like scared of even naming him though. So you haven't got him to go to the graveyard. I'll do anything to prevent that from happening. Anyway, let's go to Serene City. We have to go all the way up to Bill's Land again, because we have 2 more catches along the way. Alright. Let's see what we did from Cerulean City here. Is there like a body of water in the town? But I feel like they're aimless. Oh, it's over there though. Where's the nice fish from? From down in the corner maybe? Oh, mice are just going up to Beetles. You'll love to surf to get that one in that corner, I think. But thankfully I don't think we have one from Route 26. Yeah, so let's check this out. Yeah, see what guys, let's see the Route 26. It's a good thing I got that map going on. Okay, let's see where we are. 25. This is all 25. Oh, never mind. Damn, there was no, like, water in Cerulean City. Paris not that we can get to right now. If I remember correctly, there might be, like, some pools in, like, Pewter City, though. Or in the Nuzlocke is made, though. So anyway, let's keep on going. Let's go back to see what you call it, to Vermilion City. No, I'm feeling a bit nervous, maybe. Give me 1 second here, I have to check on something. Okay, just 1 moment. Let me see here. I don't know which is still here, Hazel. But I think I'd like to get to know you a bit better before I accept your friend request, okay? Why, that's probably me just being very cheerful, but like, this is how it's you, Chase. So if you want being my friend, please, like, sort of be friendly. Shoot Kumo like how absolutely I do it, though. What is this? The Pokemon Sand? Don't we get something out of here? Yeah, maybe. Thank God if it's get all the bindings out, you're nice. Oh, okay. Let's do Wild Elevas first, and then go in the cave. Oh, Glitter Milk, great item. Sanctuary Match Game. Fall of the Air Sweet. This was a good chance. A decent one of those. Must corrupt in great ways. It's too bad if you won't like evolve into a Gengar. Well, like that tongue did stuff to me anyway. Yeah, I'd really love that one. Yeah, Gengar is always so cool, I thought. But what does Ghastly evolve? It's like around level 20, I feel like. Don't want a randomizer, that's why I'm saying you can't go into a Gengar. As it could literally evolve into anything, I really doubt it's gonna be a Haunter. But what we get here in the Diglett Cave, let's see. A male leader rat. I think he's on the verge of a golden tail. Grab Shin with 100%. Try to at least. We have lots of balls, like thankfully though. Oh, cat poison you on paralyzed, so that's nice. It's the right thing that did that to me first, before a shy was flying around with poison moves. Yo, Hazel, I think I will accept you for an quest after all. Yeah, sorry for being so wishy-washy, but like, it's also over 100%. Please don't be weird though. Get enough weirdos on here, to be honest. You would not believe some of the people that come in here. Most of them that are my super friendly are like artsy though. The people just want to sell you something. It's really upsetting about this site. It's like the worst thing about this place is that it's just filled with people who are like so selfish and don't care about you and only want to sell you their art. Everyone else is so quiet. I feel like the art scammers are the friendliest people on here. Well, that's kind of depressing, really. Oh yeah, for the most part, I like it here like first to learn. Alright, this is going to be a gun hand. I think you would evolve like very quickly, I feel like. Let's get this shell out back on my shrub here. I'm so happy we have almost a full healing. We've gone from 0 to like... a 0 to 4 good Pokemon. This Beefast is kind of trash though. He can like live in the box of the cast phone from now on, I think. We're taken out in an emergency, or when we can evolve him. Oh, I'm gonna need to do a lot of work to evolve that Feebas, though. I didn't even do that in this game. Other, like, Pokeblocks and stuff, how do you even make it beautiful? I'm not even totally sure how that works. So I didn't see any Pokeblock machines in this Pokemon service. I feel it might be added on later, but there might be a arena place that comes after the end game, maybe? Something like that, it could be. Hey, let's blast through all these Wingulls or stuff. Let's try to get this Nidoran to evolve. I'm very interested to see what it'll evolve into, by the way. Oh wait, this is Pewter City, doesn't it? Oh, I do need Tat, and I don't have Talk right now. You also wait on Cuts before we get to Pewter City again. There we go, let's try it again. I should study as a blind pole as a finisher. Like, Laurel Pole has a very low hit rate, it's your life. Better to just use the Bumblebee, my guess. There we go, level 31 Politoed. It's very strong. Spinneret. Can I fight this on my own? It's just a bug, right? It shouldn't be like that strong. Here comes the poison moves. This should be no issue. No, there was a potions anyway. I don't mind fighting with these little kinds. There we go, E-Dream. Let's use our potions. I think this will be a bit faster than swapping back and forth. There we go. Okay, we'll just keep doing this, I think, until it hits level 19. I think you're the experience there, like at the end on the right there, right? Yeah, and that building on the right by the Snorlax, I think. I'm pretty sure that's when you get the experience there from, at least. Oh my god, we're both paralyzed. Well, this is gonna be fun. Let me swap out here. This just got very... Oh my god, I can't... Oh, well, this is very bad. I better be the one who wins here. Why is it having better luck to... Oh, this is terrible. Oh, please, don't let me... Oh my god, why? This game hates me, I swear. Oh my god. I hate me too, like right now. Oh my god, I can't believe it was not. The Motad is alive at least. So we have him. Oh, what other cute he is. Let's just forget about that zombie deaths that we just had. Sticky hold. Oh, this is not time for like dirty jokes. I don't even feel like making them right now. Ugh, sticky hold on the tongue. Not sure you can put it together. Let's get out of here, Des. Oh, Jumper's friend in the death box. On here we go. And there's lots of friends in there at least. I've lost and lots of friends. All 9, all 8 of them rather. Alright. Let's get back out there. Toby's the only one I can rely on, I guess. Let's try and force a little experience too, I guess. Every inhibitor, them all are like desperate almost, so go away, I feel it. Shop it, okay. Not a problem. God, Kimberly, not much of a god. Just give me a one Pokemon. And the one Pokemon who died like so fast. A lot of god. I don't recognize him as a god anyway. The god Thomas. Why is everyone a god? For all these like kids have turned into gods, which is kind of weird. There we go. Let's try and make it over here, I guess. When effort's still not very useful. I don't know if there's any reason why I would want to delay evolution. Unless something they turned into something really good, and I wanted to keep it that way. But otherwise, for the most part, I don't think I'd ever use the Effort Stone. Sinker almost at that house place for the experienced Durians. Right over here, I feel like. Scotty up here, like, something in my brain tells me it is. Cokes, what does he want? The Whiscash, oh, that's a terrible trait. So this has just the Eye of the Fighter. I don't want the Eye of the Fighter. Well, that's unfortunate. Got to level him with the old Sashimo, I guess. Alright, let's go. Let's beat all the trainers in this area, I guess, and we'll try to unlock our Ghastly in the meantime as well. Not knowing my luck is just gonna die, though. Like, don't even my name them, cause they're just gonna die. I don't feel like it's worth naming them if this just keeps happening anyway. Alright. Hopefully my swapping technique doesn't burn like it has before. Why do so many Pokemon have that rain trap anyway? That's kinda like BS if you ask Mo. But if you ask me, it's absolutely stupid. Oh, we've had terrible luck today, aren't you like? Reclamation did progress at least, so I should be happy about that, maybe. Now I have that we're gonna do best at Elite Four, though. We still have a lot of cats coming up, though. Nature power. Definitely better than Destiny bought you to know how to use that in a Nuzlocke like low way. That's as bad as an explosion, if you ask me. Sorry. I think the past branch is nice and clear. Tide, okay. Oops, get the frog out. I'm definitely getting a little bit tired, maybe. It's suddenly starting to hit me with pretty hard, I think. I'll be alright. Go an hour or two at least for another hour, maybe. I hope this becomes a regular thing. They usually don't have enough energy to stream like all day long, but today I'm really feeling like it for some reason. So I want to make the most of the energy I have for today. Especially because I don't know if we're going to be playing this a lot in the future. So I want to make like the most of it, I think. I might play some more like on Sunday, maybe, or if we get bored of Minecraft tomorrow. Something like that, but like... Okay, we've been having good luck though, so I want to keep like playing this a lot for sure. So maybe we'll do it on Sunday. I don't have anything much specific scheduled for anyway, so are we fun to do? Okay, you know, like the Pokemon FireRed, let's hope this doesn't bite real. Okay, it doesn't look like he's biting me too hard, that's lucky. Yeah, not a problem. Ghastly's coming along nicely too. Well, is Ghastly one of my lucky Pokemon maybe? Seems like Toad and the Ghastly are my lucky Pokemon so far. Hopefully not cheat suck. Does anyone in the year have any traits? We have this verse in secret though. Let's go for train agents. And glad the sound of it, I don't think I'll ever use it though. Let's save here and get blackout baited. Okay. Well, this has to be like the longest I've ever streamed before maybe. But I did make it close to like 3.5 hours earlier. Maybe we can do 6 today and aim my neck to the verge. What I think I can do is... If I remember trick now, I don't remember. Does this go straight onto the bow? Let's check it out. No, this is special sound. It's just like I thought. Okay. We should be able to get another catch here. Let's see what our new friend is. A Tatuna. Sign level spawn names. Okay, it's no problem though. It's actually quite good because it'll evolve share me quickly. I think you're on level 10. Yeah, so we just have to work on that a little bit and we might have something amazing. It might also turn into a Caterpie though, or Weasel, like I've seen that happen before. Well, I know of getting a Discord message. Let me check this out. Give me one moment. Okay. Sorry if I like pause this a lot. Give me 1 second again. That cough much because someone is saying. Alright. Yeah, I wanna focus on the game. Oh, I hope this isn't, well, I won't talk about that much, but I have, like, pretty bad experiences with people on here. But, yeah, of course. Why I didn't try? But Goros is another hard person. For I want to be anything else. It's kind of the problem energy's gone out. Why did I even, like, open myself up like that? Oh my gosh. I'm not feeling so great anymore, so I think I'm done, girl, right?